Good afternoon, ladies and men. There's Porter at you. Just want to give you guys a little view of the sanders or plow trucks with sanders and salt spreaders waiting to fill up. So this is our second, I guess you call major snowstorm with some significant snow of the season. So it's going to give you guys a little footage of all the salt spreaders, plow trucks getting all ready for the snow. And they're expecting, I believe, around 6 to 8 inches of snow. And it's going to freeze, so it's going to be very, very slick out there. So pay attention to the forecast. So there's it's going to give you guys some footage of all the trucks that are, quite a few had already came in and left, but these are the other ones that's coming in now. Some of them are on their second load, and some of them are just coming in for the first time. So you gotta get all these guys lined up and document which ones are going what district and all that. You can see how much snow we have coming down as far as the accumulation wise. It's coming down pretty good. Any untreated surfaces will get a good amount of snow. Gonna walk down to what they call the salt mine and see what's going on down there. Want to give you guys a little footage. This is one of many events taking place in the city of Boston. Figure I'd give you some footage of the trucks. Everybody's getting impatient because of the traffic.
Hi, 45. May not be a system, the one up there.
Good. Causing a little traffic over there because of the amount of cars that are being forced to U-turn. I know they should have a better situation on how they line up the trucks. They should have them all lined up in the parking lot over where you see the old Bradleys. I think they should have them park over there and have them come in one by one. That'd be an easier solution to the problem. But because they're not organized, we have them on both sides of the street there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let me give you an example of what's going on here. You got a truck that's kind of like in the middle of the street. And I'm not too sure what he's doing. These trucks are pretty wide. Some of them are 8, some of them are 10 inches wide, depending on the plow. Theoretically, if your truck's 8 feet wide, the plow's about another ½ inch wider than your truck. And that car can't go nowhere unless he backs up.
Charlie 41. Which one?
I know so hard about him backing up.
Call on 24 Bravo Street, Jeremy Adam Robert.
Like, he can't go through the truck, obviously. And it's gonna be a lot harder for the truck to back up. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? Photos, videos, everything.
There you go. Chaos, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know why this guy didn't give him a chance to come through. Like, yeah, he sees a big old truck coming through and he's trying to force.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's trying to force the truck to go somewhere where he can't even go. That doesn't make any sense at all. Like, if I see a big truck like that, I'm not even going to try to go through there. I just did another video and I was talking about how people don't do the logical thing on driving. They just don't focus. Like, I don't know why they don't focus, but for some reason they don't. They need somebody to direct traffic because they're going to have a lot of problems out here very soon. After this red truck, he's probably... Yeah, I would go after that red truck. Go ahead. Let me take a walk down here. What I was going to do, I was going to walk down here and show you the rest of the trucks. Then come back down on the other side. And it's always somebody that does something out of the ordinary. Makes life a little bit more difficult than it should be. Now you guys know, most of you guys that drive, you should know, you got to give the plows distance on front, rear, and side. Because safety reasons. I'm not even going to elaborate on it. Safety reasons. If you value your life or the people that's in your car, stay away from the plows. The plows cannot see you. Just so you know, they cannot see you. You may think they see you, but they don't see you. There's times, and I even elaborate on it. There's times I used to plow, and depending on how much snow is kicking up in the windshield and how much snow is coming down, they cannot see you, just so you know. If you get a good drift that blows in front of the windshield, all he can see is a blur. And the time he hits you, it's probably going to be too late. The bigger the truck, the less visibility he's going to see. So when you see a truck, just because you see this big truck with his lights flashing, don't mean he sees you. You can see him more than he can see you. Just keep that in mind. And trust me, trying to plow with snow coming down and cars doing silly stuff in front of you is not easy. And all it takes is him to tip your bumper, just a tip of the bumper, sends your car spinning out of control. It don't take that much. Keep in mind, those trucks, the bigger the trucks, the more power they have. I don't know if you guys know that or not. A lot of you cars come out there, cut trucks off, swing. You see them going tandem, you cut in between two of them. That's the worst mistake you can do. And I'm speaking from a truck driver experience. Don't do it. Do not do it. You may get away with some of them, but that one day, you will get caught and you won't like it. The outcome will not be good. For example, this truck right here. If this truck hits you, I think you're going to be in trouble. That's probably a 50-ton truck. It's probably rated for 50 to 60 tons. Maybe more. The truck alone is probably 2 tons, or 3 tons actually. Well, that's probably, look at the size of the plow. If that hits you, the chances of you coming up out of it is not that good. So most of the trucks cleared out. There's a few of them still around, waiting for their marching orders. But I just want to give you guys a little footage of the plow trucks getting ready for the snowstorm. I don't know why the city of Boston doesn't invest in some trucks like that. They do have some pretty good sized trucks. But the city of Boston doesn't, in my opinion, I could be wrong, don't have the necessary equipment to move the snow in the city. That's why they move. A lot of times they sub it out to other people because they don't have the adequate equipment to use, I should say. Because I see the city of Boston's equipment, and their equipment don't look the greatest. Like, they have some nice sized trucks, but they have some good salt spreaders that they bought the last couple of years. But other than that, it's not much. Everybody's equipping their trucks with the GPSs. I don't know if you know what those things are those guys are carrying, But those are the GPSs you got to plug into your truck so that they know you did the route that you are supposed to be doing. So every driver in the city of Boston is equipped with a GPS tracking device in their vehicle, so that way they can say that this road was done. So they're basically tracking in real time what vehicles have been done and what roads have been done and what roads have not been done. So that's a little food for thought. So if you get a complaint that the route that you was doing wasn't done, they're gonna question what were you doing. So that's pretty much it. That's like a GPS tracker he's got in his hand right there. And you guys can see it. You can't really tell what it is, but if you look real close, you just plug it in your cigarette lighter and does all the rest. You know, they have a grid where they monitor the tracking ability of what you're doing and not doing, and it's part of the things that are working for the city of Boston. You know, they're gonna track your move and make sure you did the road that you did. If you don't do it, they're gonna ask you why it wasn't done. What's going on, man? See, they gave you the tracker, huh?
Yeah.
Make sure you do the right route.
They can follow us around.
Exactly. I know exactly what it is. I know how it works and everything. I used to. I'm not gonna say all that. Somebody dropped a wrench on the ground. I'm always finding tools that people drop. This would be like the third tool I found. And a lot of times, this is probably the wrench you use to open up your. Believe it or not, this is the wrench that you use to open up your little what you call it, transmission fluid or hydraulic fluid filler. And I know by heart it's a 5/8 hole on most of them. Sometimes you might get one that's a 1/2 inch, but that little fill gate on the Plow reservoir that fills up your hydraulic fluid is the wrench that you use that for. And a lot of times you use it, you stick it on your hood, you forget about it, and you drop it when you drive. It happens all the time. I haven't dropped one myself before, but I've seen people do it. So this is just to give you guys an idea. We get some thick flakes coming down here too, guys. I don't know if you can see how thick these flakes are. These flakes are coming down in a good thick amount. And that's a good sized truck there. That's typically the size truck that the city of Boston uses for the most part. They do have some bigger ones with the double wheels in the back. I'm not sure what their budget is for it, for snow removal, but if they invested a few more trucks for each district, they may not need to hire subcontractors. Like if they have the right equipment and the right person supervising, they can actually move a lot of snow. You'd be surprised how much snow you can move in an hour with 2 or 3 trucks on the road.
212-008.
No, you always want to have the proper equipment. Like, so this is quite a bit of snow coming down, guys. I don't know if you guys can see it. These they come down like a little, not flakes. These are like chunks. That's the other thing is, oh my goodness, plowing with a standard, that's not a good feeling either. I've driven a stand. I'm not a good driver with